And then you're clicking stuff.
Greetings and welcome to episode 288 of the Words About Games podcast, a weekly news, culture, and gaming podcast for Words About Games. I'm your host, Amy K. Alexander, and I'm joined this week by everyone. You send out
A little bit of
invitations,
everyone, all of the time.
and everyone says yes, and then it gets super awkward because you don't have an overlay for 6 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this has never happened before.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I just deleted the league. I need to join it again. I'm so sorry. I think I just accidentally...
I was about to say, I don't think you had 5 people before that.
Is it still here? Wait, I just need to double check it's still there.
But
Yeah.
you've already got a team name.
No, I deleted it. I think I deleted it. I deleted it from my
I've
thing.
done, to be fair, I did that last year and no one noticed.
Oh, archive.
You're still in it.
Unarchive.
Yeah, you're still in it. You just
Yeah.
have to
It didn't tell me what was going to happen when I did it. It just did.
He's just like, here's a button. What's this button do?
Push button for 5.
Yeah, I fell for that last year at some point when we were doing this. Anyway, who am I joined by? I'm joined, as always, by Mr. Dafford Moody. Your microphone usually doesn't pick that shit up.
The champ is here. The champ is here. Hello, everybody. The champ is here. You're welcome. Thank you. 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 Thank you.
You got that out of your system.
No, but I'll get there
Oh,
eventually.
okay. I'm also joined by Averill White. He was also on as betting on his elf daughter. Whose camera chases her around the room now.
Yes, it does.
That's cool.
Oh.
Why? Why would you do that?
I've got boys.
Yeah, it's probably not a Russian agent who's just paid a couple of rubles to for him to move the camera around. But
Right, so
She's
delayed.
just got a camera
It's like,
person.
That lag.
I'm
It's
also
a
joined.
hamster and a wheel at the back. Going,
Ah, nice. Well, is it not just your birds?
yeah, them two.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Damn.
doing
Oh, well,
it.
eventually all we'll hear is snoring in the end.
probably. We're also joined by Joe Medforce.
Oh, back.
He's
Third
back.
time's the charm.
It's lovely to have you here again, Joe.
Thank you for having me, as always.
Keith Robinson. I'm just literally going pinging across Discord.
yeah, I am back again.
One of the OGs. And last, but probably will be finishing last this year, it's Russell Iden.
Yeah, I can't do any worse than last year, right? So,
How did you finish 7th? There was only 6 of us.
you just picked that one game, right? Just polished it.
You never should have let that one person join for like one game and managed to score higher than Russell. And they did one episode of the podcast they're on and they got 10 points.
Yeah. Yeah, someone
Whatever
did,
reference
didn't they, Amy? Didn't they, Amy? Someone
Didn't
did
exactly.
that,
It didn't exactly change anything.
Would have.
Oh,
Yeah, I would have won by more. But we're not talking about that game.
Oh, you would have tied.
Wow, you really didn't score very many points last. Sorry, I just opened up
No,
the old league.
I didn't. I did not fucking score many points last time.
So this episode of the podcast is chaos because it's fantasy game critic time. This is the game we play every year, and it started out there was 3 of us, and then there's 4 of us, and now there's 6 of us. Next year I'll invite 10 people, and we'll see what happens. But last year, myself, Moody, Keith, and Russell, we all played fantasy game critic. We referenced it millions of times on the podcast, so many times.
Yeah, so
all
many
throughout the
times.
years. People who watch the podcast listen to it probably know that we did this. Should we quickly go through the results of last year?
Why not?
Why not? Oh, yeah, why not, Moody? Yeah, why not?
Well, I think you kind of covered
One last
it, really.
time. One last time, guys.
One last time.
One last time.
In a distant 4th place with 51 points, it was Evil Genius. Well done.
That game actually scored high.
It did. That was one of the games that got you. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 unreleased games plus the 3 that you
Yeah.
dropped. Probably didn't help. That's half your roster.
Yes, it is.
I know that thing.
In 3rd place with 124 points, Navigating obscurity. You come up with the best team name sometimes. That's Keith. Well done.
Yeah.
In second place with 178 points. No Man's
Look at the
Sky
smile on his
is
face.
great,
Look.
actually.
Smile on his face. He's waiting for it. Look at him.
Smuggest of twats. I don't deny this.
That was me.
I am a terrible winner. I don't deny it.
Me too.
I'm even a worse loser. Watched a couple episodes ago of the Words About Games where I was not happy that Amy won the Open Critic guesses.
And in first place with 200 points. The Smeghead Strike Back by Moody.
I struck back.
You did.
Oh, I got snipped in the end though. Oh, did I get snipped at the end?
You did. So like your team names are basically Star Wars references, right? So that was The Empire Strikes Back, and this year
Yeah.
you've done Return of the Jedi. You won last year
Yes.
with the name Smeghead Strike Back, so that makes you the Empire, right?
Yes, I am the Empire.
The
Good.
rebels are going to win this time.
Good. Well,
Yeah. Well, I am now a part of the Empire, but I eventually now I'm going to move over to the Rebel Alliance because those are the good guys, and the good guys win.
Are you going to do it like seconds before you die of probably a completely survivable injury on the doors to a shuttle bay? Because
I can confirm and non-confirm that might happen. Okay.
well played. So that was the results for last year. The person with
But
the
I will
highest
say I
scoring
won't be
game.
screaming no at the end.
No, that's the prequels, Mooney.
Sorry.
No,
I
it
just
happens in the-
really
in
need
the-
to-
it happens in
Well,
Return of the Jedi.
and also in Empire, of course, when spoilers, daddy issues, right?
I like the fact your microphone cut out the actual noise.
Yeah, it's too high.
That was just the face.
Discord doesn't even like it. Discord's
Your
not
vocal
about it.
range is too great for Discord. You get the first part and then it just disappears.
It does happen sometimes. Discord it has real noise gating stuff, so
It really does. It usually hits Mooney quite badly.
Yeah, it does.
it's always
Doesn't
really
like
fun.
me. But it also doesn't help that I have a cracking microphone as well. I basically get a double dose of noise cancellation. Some might say that as a benefit.
I disagree.
blessing.
Yeah, I just want to point out the funny stat of the person with the highest scoring game last year was Moody with Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, which scored 26 points. And the person with the lowest scoring game was Moody, who had Pray for the Gods, which got minus 15 points.
Wow. I didn't even say that when I last looked at
Yeah.
this.
When we did a final look and update, when me and Amy did a final look at it, Prayer of the Gods was down as not, what was it?
Ineligible. Somehow.
Ineligible. Yeah, it was somehow ineligible. And then it just suddenly appeared, and then the game was getting reviews, and I looked and went, oh god. Oh no.
I also can understand Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker because this is an expansion to Final 14.
Oh, the fucking thing allowed it. I don't care, Keith. I had to somehow counteract Forza Horizon 5, and I was literally went, Final Fantasy could do this. Final Fantasy could do that, and it did. It was at 97 at the beginning. It was like, whoa, damn! It was like that. But yes,
So do we have a winner's speech?
Oh, please.
no,
Dude,
no,
I'm
no,
going
winners.
all night, man.
No,
letting
no,
him
no,
get it out.
winners.
It's fine.
No
What
winners
if it's
speech.
5 o'clock tomorrow?
Just more competition this time, okay? Just more competition,
You
please.
literally have more competition, Moody.
I do, thank God. That's the thing. I asked her for more competition. She brought 2 extra people in. Just more competition, please. Come on. If it wasn't for that Prayer of the Gods, I literally ran away with it. I ran away with it from September, guys. So come on, it's not hard.
You know what? That was a good speech, Mooney. It was really well thought out. And I know that you put a lot of thought and effort into it because it sounded really good when I said it this time last year.
Yeah.
I'm not bothered if I win. I just want to beat him this year.
Right, I never win, so I'm just here because I'm here.
Thing is, though, will it be literally a fight between me and Emery again, where it's literally just fighting all the way to the end again to see
God, I
who
hope
wins
not.
this epic battle, or will Joe come in and just slice us with his lightsaber, or will Elf come in with her mystical lightning powers,
Ooh, let's take a lightning
and will
power.
Russell actually get great games that will come out in 2022?
I mean, we choose
I'm ready.
Shit.
Oh,
Oh dear. I love the
Set 'em
color.
up perfectly there. I'm glad you got the psychic message. Light up, boy.
Light 'em up, Moody.
yeah,
let's
it's
go.
like you had that to hand.
Always. It's in the name.
Joe's always packing.
Before we get anything that'll flag on,
This is
Government
going to be a
website.
great episode. This is going to be tremendous. This is going to be one of the best we've ever done. Should we go over the rules for this? Yeah, they're slightly
please.
different. They're slightly different and normal. So what's going to happen for our two new people and for Russ, who I don't know if he understands the rules or not, and it's just going to be a night of me just jabbing you, Russ, just jabbing you. You're an easy target. So what's going to happen is we're going to start a draft. And basically we pick games sequentially. It'll start with Elfie, who's number one, then Joe, then Russ, then Keith, then me, then Moody. The order of those last four was set by the reverse order of last year's results. We're each going to pick a game, and then it snakes. The draft order snakes. So once it gets down to Moody, Moody picks his first game, then his second game, and then it comes back up. So then it'll be Moody to me, to Keith, to Russ, to Joe, to Elfie. And then it snakes back around again. We are going to draft 8 games each. And it doesn't sound like a lot. But once you get like halfway through, it starts to get really tough. Once we've done that, you'll have 10 spaces left in your team. There's more games this year. And that's what your budget is for. So throughout the year, you can bid on games. Either you could spend all your money all at once and just fill your team up right now, or you can wait and see games get announced and then bid on them. Try and get them into your team. You don't have to worry about that tonight. I'm just bringing it up. Bids will be public now, so if you make a bid on a game, everybody gets a notification.
I knew you were going to put that on. I knew you were going to put that on.
To be fair, Moody,
Good,
I
I'm
did
gonna
that
bid
to
everyone
you.
fuck it up.
I did that to you last time. When I was like, hey, Moody, that Life is Strange reveal, that looked really
That
good, didn't it?
notification on my fucking phone, I tell you. Man.
We also do what after the draft is over, we do what's called counter picks. So these are bets against games that other people have picked. Now there's 2, but we're only going to do 1 tonight, and you do 1 some other time in the future. Again, don't worry about it. What I'll do is I'll explain.
E3? I think E3 would be a good time.
We can just do it whenever. But I'll explain counter picks when we get to them because I don't want to overload everybody with too much information. And that's basically it. Game tags that are eligible to be picked are new games, obviously. New gaming franchises, which apparently is a separate thing. Remakes, partial remakes, currently in early access, reimaginings, unannounced games, virtual reality, and will release internationally first. So games that release in like Japan and then come over here later. Band tags are director's cuts, expansion packs, free-to-play ports, remasters, and yearly installments. Gonna move.
Yeah, also COD and all that's been out, is it?
No, COD's still out.
You! Wait, yearly installments?
Yearly installments would be things like FIFA, Madden, NHL,
F1.
F1.
Football Manager. You took out 2 of mine already. You cow! Off!
Nice.
All
I
right.
like it.
All
You
right.
did say you had 80 games. Come on.
I said 50, guys. Stop adding another 30.
He's on 48 now. That's
Yeah,
just fair.
all right.
You know what?
All right, Amy.
I'm just saying
All
this to the general room, the general internet in general. It's like, you go out there and you pick a game like Football Manager. It's just really boring, right? Like, let's make it a bit more exciting. So boring.
So boring.
it
So
is.
dull. Who
Yeah.
plays such a game?
Moody has left the chat.
I don't know.
Moody's just writing a little note to himself that says,
No, he's
"Plot
searching for 2
murder
new
of
games.
Joe
What he's doing.
Medforce."
Wait, what? What's wrong? Sorry.
Ways of murdering.
What's wrong? What?
No,
No,
nothing.
he was searching for 2 new games there, guaranteed.
Oh, I don't need it. I don't need a key. I don't need you, Russell. Sorry, I got you mixed up. Apologies. I don't need it.
I'd be offended there.
I
Russell.
believe that is all of the rules that are relevant right now. Does anyone have any questions? No question. Any question is fine. Because I know some
Oh,
people
so
haven't played this.
hold on.
before.
There was one, right? You said remakes in picks eligible. Then you said remakes not eligible. So which is it?
Remakes are eligible, but remasters aren't. So something
Oh,
along
okay.
the lines of
Well, hold on. What?
Mass Effect.
Link's Awakening, for example, which was remade
Oh,
on Switch.
okay,
That's eligible.
okay.
But if it's something like a remaster, Gears of War Ultimate Edition,
On Xbox.
yeah, for example,
yeah.
or the Uncharted Collection wouldn't be
Well,
eligible.
for keeping it for a second, the Warcraft 3 that he was promised was eligible. The Warcraft 3 that he got wasn't.
Oh,
That's the perfect
yeah,
example. Yes.
That's a real that one changed underneath you. Like that one.
He's still a bit sore about that
The
one.
official website was still promising like a remaster and a remake after the game launched, and it was just
Not
just turn the graphics up a bit and change a couple of cutscenes. Not cutscenes, change a couple of the levels so they reflect the World of Warcraft canon and not the original game.
one more thing I will point out before I open the floor to questions again is you are able to drop some games. So, for example, let's say someone like Russell picks a game and then the game is delayed into 2023. You're able to you're going to be able to this year because it's the third year of the pandemic. So I've upped the
I
numbers a
picked
little
Kerbal
bit.
Space Program last year too.
Yeah.
And then because it was going to come out apparently last year and it didn't, it got pushed back to this year. And then so I dropped that one for example. And
Because it's the third year of a pandemic and everything's going to get delayed at some point, I'm assuming. I've upped the numbers. So you're going to be able to drop 4 games throughout the year. I'm not upping the numbers again like I have done in the past. That's it. It's 4 games. three games that come up as will not release, and 1 game is just a wild card. You can drop anything at any time.
Cool.
So if you
That's
think,
cool.
shit, this game doesn't look good anymore, maybe I'll drop this.
That sounds good for me.
I will say that all of those numbers which have been gone through, so what was it, like 8 games off the top, right, that we're going to be picking, going back and forth. Also, just that starts my first question. So Elf is starting, is Elf picking first game or first and second game, or because you mentioned Moody was picking as he's picking last?
So we ran into this one when we first started because it was a little bit weird. It's called a snake draft. So it goes.
Moody picks his second game because he's last, and then everyone else picks their second game.
Essentially, the order
out.
reverses when it gets to the top and the bottom every time.
And also, are we all just trying to pick? Because this is the first time I've ever done anything like this. I'm not a big sports ball guy. We're trying to pick games which are going to review the best.
Yes.
Right?
That's what we hope. Yeah, that's what you're aiming for.
I wanted to be 100% certain on that because if it was golf, I could pick some games for you.
If it was golf, Russ would be the reigning champion.
Basically, the best way for this is to win. Is to stay consistent. So basically, try and get games that I would say they're gonna you think are comfortably gonna at least land in the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
So
that was the thing that helped Amy 2 years ago, and it was the thing that helped me last year.
Yeah. So basically, it goes off of OpenCritic. So whatever the game score is on OpenCritic, is what counts for this. So the anything from a 70 or above will score you a point. So if a game reviews at an 80, it'll score you 10 points. If it's at an 85, it'll score you 15 points. If it goes below 70, it starts going into the minuses. So if a game is at a 60 on OpenCritic, it'll get you minus 10 points, so on and so forth.
52 will
And I
destroy
think it's
you.
also. Go on, Keith, what you saying?
I said 52 will absolutely destroy you.
Oh, it did. Yeah, it did. But also just say, like, be wary, even though you may be hyped for the game or anything like that, but be wary of those type of games as well, especially if it comes to indie games. Those could literally slap you in the face.
Although Death's Door,
It's more because Open Critic people don't review them as much, and they might not get as many reviews as you would hope it would be.
And because
Death's
critics
Door,
are war
Metacritic,
criminals.
you'd always be okay.
none of you guys had heard of Death's Door. I picked it and it did really well.
Yeah. There's one for there are those phenomenons out there. There's no doubt about it.
And if you can find them, get them. But the most important rule is let's just have fun, because this is really fun. We've been doing it for a few years for a reason. Are there any more questions from anybody about how this is going to go?
Shall we begin?
Yeah, let's.
Time for the main event.
This is it. I'm pushing the button. It says start drafting. And it's got a notification pop up. It was less dramatic. Where it's like, "Do you sure you want to do this?" Like, yes, I'm sure I want to do this. The draft is currently in progress. I hope everybody's got Open Critic, Fantasy Critic open on their computer.
Refresh. There we go. It's saying draft is currently in progress. Let's do this.
Yeah.
So, Elf.
Jeez.
I have a button where apparently I can draft your next game, but I'm not going to use it.
So,
League manager
I
powers.
looks like I just.
Yeah, so obviously like talk it through, because obviously all anyone can see is our amazing faces. Just
I think my first choice is probably going to be. I'm glad I'm first because I think everybody's got this on their list most likely. Elden Ring.
Ooh, she took the Elden Ring.
Someone, I mean, come on, there's games you gotta have.
No, I had no doubt it was going to be gone by the time it got to you, Amy. But I didn't get to. No offense, I just did not think Elf would go for that one.
Really,
It
I'm
was
not
a
gonna
good
lie.
one. There's no doubt. I think that's guaranteed. 88 minimum.
I was looking at a list of games on Game Informer that were going to come out, and I was making notes of ones I want to put down. I completely forgot that Elden Ring was coming, and I didn't even look at it on the list. I was just
Brilliant.
like, yeah, whatever. So no skin off my nose.
I was like, I saw that there was, there's 4 people going to pick ahead of me. I didn't even bother putting it on my list. I knew I wasn't going to make it. All right.
Sure.
Yeah. Have you picked a game, or is my laptop just?
Yeah, it's on my screen. It's gone to
Yeah, it's up on my screen as well.
Refresh.
Or do I have to refresh now? Okay.
No, you shouldn't have to.
Should automatically do
There
it.
it is. Yeah, I can see it now. So
You're
that
not
would
going to have to tell me how to do any of this. Do I click draft game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet, perfect. All right.
Then you just type in what you want.
And announce it to the world.
All right. Oh, this is, and I'm doing. Wait, search game. Is it going to come up on the search? No, I don't want it listed as that. Can I just? But I have to select the one it picks, right?
Yeah, if the name changes, because I think I know what you're picking, it'll change the name automatically.
So for those who haven't guessed from the fact that I am wearing a Mario shirt and my team name is Nintendo only, I am picking the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's not called Breath of the Wild 2, as this site has it listed for. Already off to a great start. Nintendo is calling it the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I have faith that it will probably come out in 2023, but I really want it this year. And come on. It's my favorite game of all time and one of the greatest games of all time. So how can I not? I think
it's funny. The games that have been picked right now, they're all in my 5th, 6th tiers. So I was like, those games I knew I wasn't going to get, so I was okay. But just in case.
Same. It's like you gotta have them in your mind somewhere.
Yeah.
But you're just like, I'm never getting these games.
Yeah, no doubt. But it'll, when its official name releases, it'll change it. It was the same for me with the Pokemon Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond last year. Yeah. It was just unannounced Pokemon game.
You can pick an unannounced game if you want. You can.
You can go for it. It will give you it.
Yeah, that's a wild card pick. Nice.
I'd respect the bravery. All right, we've got Russell.
Yeah.
Can't do any worse than last time.
All right. Go with...
Great team name, Russell.
Yeah.
You could score less points than last time, right? Is that not
yes,
possible?
you definitely could.
Yeah,
Oh,
so you
definitely.
could
That'd be
actually do worse.
unprecedented. He's picking more games overall in the year, but he'll still good somehow score less points. Yes.
What are you going for, Russ?
We got Starfield.
Oh, Starfield.
The
It has a
vaporware
date.
game.
Actually has a date
Ooh.
for when it's coming out, unlike the rest last year.
Well, it has a window. They've said
it's like
this
11th
year
of the
they haven't
11th.
given a Oh yeah, they have to give a proper date, didn't they?
Yeah.
My
they
apologies
should.
there, Russell. I apologise there.
That's last minute research, man.
Last minute research. You gotta love last minute
I
research.
completely forgot. I knew they said this year, but I didn't realise.
It's in the
completely
calendar,
forgot.
Moody. God.
Guess that wasn't
I'm
on
not
your
going
list.
all the way to November.
Neither am I.
I didn't look that far.
So Keith, I'm guessing you've already picked because I've been told it's my turn. So
Yeah.
All
I
right,
went for
Forbidden
Horizon
West.
Looks
Alright.
amazing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to play it. It looks amazing.
I know what Amy's going for. Right off the bat, I know what she's going
Do
for.
you now?
Yeah. If you go different, I'll be shocked.
I told you, Moody. Nobody knows where I'm coming from this year.
Don't believe you.
No, you shouldn't. It's the same thing I picked first last year.
Yep. Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight, Silk Song.
Wow, that's it. I think that's even more of a you just need to
It's the
start
greatest
game
praying
since we played it
picks
3
than
years
I
ago.
did.
Since we started playing Fantasy Critic, I've picked Hollow Knight every year.
She really has.
I really wanted it last year, but
Yeah.
you got there
I'm
ahead of me, Amy.
desperate. I'm desperate. Go watch last week's podcast. You'll see how desperate I am for that game to come out.
Yeah.
All right, Moody. One at a time.
All right.
What's your pick? Come on, let's do it. It's not Elden Ring again, so.
Well, I'm going out with the first big release this year.
I know which
Nintendo
one
boy,
it's.
you're not
I
getting
know
the
it.
Nintendo game this time. Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Yeah, it was on my list, but the moment I went with Zelda instead, I could have gone with it. It was on there. I was like, but then someone else would have taken Zelda, and I can't be having that.
I had Zelda last year. That did not help me.
Yeah.
No, I had Zelda the year before. Jesus.
Well, I actually have we now know what the game looks like in part, so and it supposedly is coming out this year, but
I mean,
yeah,
Pokemon Legends Arceus basically is
out. Yeah, no,
Breath
yeah,
of the
it's-
Pokemon.
yeah, by the time it will be less than 2 weeks from its release. By the time this goes out, so.
Hell yeah.
For my second pick, I'm sticking with Nintendo because I think
Oh.
Nintendo is going to have a massive 2022.
You're being mean. Wow.
Hello,
No.
because I believe Bayonetta 3 will come out this year.
That was son of a bitch.
Ooh, I could see it getting pushed. I could see Bayonetta 3 2023, but I hope it comes out this year. Yeah, I really hope it does come out this year. But yeah, that was I need to start taking games off my list.
Yep, me too. That was literally my next pick. In my rankings. my
Sex
power
on
rankings.
Boots 3 is coming out in 2022. Sadie called it last week when she called it Sex on Boots.
You called it Sex on Boots.
No, she called it Sex on Boots.
Oh, I thought you called
And
it
I
Sex on
wrote it
Boots.
in the list called Sex on Boots.
It's basically the next sexiest Switch game is Bayonetta 3. Like, let's be
Basically,
real.
it's the lady who's going to be stepping on people this year, looks like Vampire Lady did last year.
Yeah, right
Oh,
here. Right on my throat.
nice.
Let's go.
Could we
Please-
dial the first
please
down
do.
maybe a notch,
I was just watching a Resident Evil Village speedrun it today as well. I was like, I remember this.
All
I
right,
didn't
Amy.
get through the castle this quickly. Yeah, my next pick, I have to push the button twice for some reason, is bang, Gran Turismo 7.
Oh, I had that on my list. Good
Car
one.
games look
Good
great
one. Good
on
pick.
next generation consoles.
Good pick. Good pick.
Yeah, that's gonna be the. Isn't it always the way when a Gran Turismo game comes out, with just like, look at the power of this game, and then it's like, I think they usually do review well, but then it's just sort of like, who actually plays it?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, at least with Forza last year, like, people have been playing it and loving it. It's done. It seems to have done really
The
well.
majority who play Gran Turismo games are European and Japanese, the Asian
Yeah.
market.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
That's a lot. That's what it is.
I have my process at the moment is going for games that I know are going to come out this year, so I don't have to drop a load of games. So I'm going for a game that's going to be the longest game of 2022.
700 hours, apparently, yep.
500 hours walking from Madrid to somewhere I can't remember. I'm going for Dying Light 2.
Why? Why did they compare their game to walking from Poland to Spain? Like, come on, man. Like, compare it to something fun. Something fun, man.
I did
Not
not
even parkour, it's walking.
All right,
God
Russell.
damn
Yeah. I'm just going through.
the rapidly vanishing list of games that you've written down.
Yeah.
Okay, what I was gonna pick.
This is how it goes. This is how it goes. It's already sweat. It's already getting sweaty palms.
No, Amy, that's because you've been thinking about Hot Vampire Lady again.
Oh yeah, sorry. And Bayonetta. Imagine if they were in the same game.
Just a
even
combination of them both, Amy. Oh
Just
my
wait
god.
for the next-
even
I need a minute.
even 1 year later, the spectre of Vampire Mommy from Resident Evil Village looms large.
Oh, hell yeah.
She will if I can ever find a fucking model to go on these shelves. Or a giant plushie. Actually, a giant plushie will probably be better. I'll have a look while
While we're waiting for the games
we'll
to
wait for the games. I got time.
be
Oh, wow. Wow. There's some thirsty people making some figurines on Etsy. Let me just tell you that. That is not safe for work.
Your cat's coming in to help you find the game.
Yeah.
Right, we're just gonna go for this. It's not great, but it'll probably do okay. It shouldn't cost me points. Let's put it that way.
Interesting.
We'll go with this.
Got to bring the thing back up.
With Saints Row.
Respectable.
Oh, I heard a boo boo boo. Oh, a boo boo boo. That was a weird
boo.
Discord notification
what
to get
just sent us
for a
in.
Lady
Wow.
Dimitrescu pillow.
Oh my
I can't minimize the screen. What are you doing to me? I gotta keep the thing up. Screw it.
Somebody says
I'm looking. We're all looking. Wait, is this
We're
safe?
all looking.
Is this safe for the podcast?
No.
Oh, okay. I won't then.
To be honest, I think it's
actually,
risque, but it's
yeah,
safe.
it's pretty safe. Yeah, it's pretty
I think
safe.
it's safe.
It's
It's safe.
safer than the picture. That's
It'll
the
save you whatever
pounds.
you want, that, Amy.
I'm not. I haven't just opened it. What are you talking about?
Nintendo only.
All right, Joe. Y'all go, mate.
Nintendo only, let's go. Y'all forgot about him, but Kirby's coming back with the.
That's all right.
That was going to be my
I did
next
not
pick.
see that
You
preview.
bastard. I was going for that one. You bastard.
With to be honest, let's be real. The name of this game is terrible, but it looks freaking good.
It's a Nintendo game. Like I say, I think they're going to have a massive year this year.
Yeah, I think this is a great year for Nintendo, and I probably I've made my New Year's resolution is that I'm not going to buy Nintendo games that I will not finish, because I did that with new Pokemon Snap last year and at least one other game that I've forgotten about. But yeah, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, the new trailer that they just dropped, and with a release date, it was a complete shadow drop in terms of confirming its date for March. So it has to be done.
Is
Next
Amy
up.
needing a alone time moment, is she?
yeah. She's like going to check with her bank that she can order the biggest Lady Dimitrescu body pillow possible.
That's just
What are you
amazing.
going for? You started strong. Where are you going second?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for another safe bet. I'm gonna go for God of War Ragnarok, which I cannot
That's
wait.
interesting. That's interesting. I think it's a safe bet as we move to 2023.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'd put that there as well, but because interesting.
All right, Al, what's your
Only got
third one?
5 games left on my list now, so
The next one is another one that I'm really looking forward to coming out, and this is kind of just for me because it's like I've played the first one and I cannot wait for this one to come out. Plague Tale Requiem.
I threw that as for me a wild card on my list. That is almost guaranteed. That's going to be great.
That was one of mine.
That was one of mine as
That
well.
was one of mine too.
Okay, this is good. I'm glad I got 50 games. Because I think I'm going to need them in the end.
Oh dear.
Outliers on my list, so
Yo.
I've still got some interesting ones. To
I got
put
some
Are
together.
you
shit no one's
sticking to
picking.
Nintendo?
For my third pick, I'm picking Splatoon 3, baby. Yes, I love
Alright,
Splatoon 2.
alright.
The multiplayer in Splatoon is hot shit. It was so
Alright.
good, and I think they're going to take the strength of the DLC, the Octo expansion from that, and we're going to the desert with these squid kids, and it's gonna be hot. Very, very excited
Splatoon
for
3 is the Splatoon. It's the one I've promised myself I'm actually going to sit down and play because I've played the first two like a bit and I really like them, but I always got distracted. This is the one when it's like when it comes out, unless Hollow Knight comes out at the same time, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to give it my attention.
Oh, I think I can see a 3-player game of this. Amy, Moody, Joe.
Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Get as many of us in it.
Yeah.
Where we at? Ross.
Where we going, Russ?
Where we going, Ross? Drive us to our next destination.
Okay. Let's see. Nope.
Honestly, right now, everybody taking all of my games is making it easier for me to make big picks.
I've only got 5 left.
You better hope that though. But you need 6. Oh no, yeah. No, sorry. Yeah, you need 6. You need to find a 6th one, mate.
Yeah, I think I may have found one, but the unfortunate thing is I've got a feeling at least 2 of them are going to go to other people.
Probably.
Probably.
So what happens when you have 6 people instead of 4 this time?
Yeah, I didn't know there was going to be 6. So
No, no one did.
Okay.
I did.
Apart from
I
me.
did. Yeah, I
Really
did.
did. And Sadie, I guess.
Yeah, Sadie knew as well, yeah.
Right, 1 second. I know which one I'm going to go for. We're going to go Far Changing Tides.
Nice.
I don't think I know that one.
I don't know, do I?
Yeah, they just announced the release date. Like,
I'll be honest, at first I thought he said fart.
Nah, no, Far.
I mean, it's the
Which
game
way-
industry.
Fart. Changing.
The fart, the changing
I mean, it would
tide.
change the tides, right?
It would change the tide indeed. It was powerful enough.
It's another game with a date, though, so, you know.
I'm going both
Me
game
too.
with date and the game I saw last year a trailer for, which looked really interesting.
And this does have a date as well, this, Seafood.
Yeah, it looked really interesting.
Yeah,
the
I've
whole
taken a couple
trailer.
of risks on mine.
All right, Amy.
Yeah. Good luck with that, April.
Yeah.
Speaking from weathered experience,
Hmm.
I'm just checking something. Hold on. We're just checking. It's fine. We're just checking out a developer and what they've made.
I thought you were still checking out that Lady Dimitrescu body pillow. Like, come on now.
Look,
It's-
look,
She
all right.
has a couple of monitors, so don't worry about that, Joe. She has it up.
Don't know what you're talking about. Okay, we're gonna hold off on that one.
I mean, I did post it and then realized there would be another side of the pillow that I didn't actually check because I just Googled and posted.
Right. Why's the button gotta be all the way up here, man? Yes. Here we go. Select. Draft game. Total War Warhammer 3.
Wow. I would not, after my experiences, I would not have gone for that.
I'm gonna pick the good one.
Well, you know, it's actually at least it's made by a good developer. So, you know what I mean?
Total War Warhammer 2 reviews really well. So did the first one.
Yeah, I mean, the Warhammer license is just
It's a mixed
and
bag.
that is in the rough,
It's a
really,
mix.
when-
It's a very fucking.
The last
Also-
game got an 86 on Open Critic. That's all I'm gonna say.
Also, is it just me or are they completely missing a trick? Why is it not just called Total Warhammer?
That's what everyone's
Total
Classic podcast
Warhammer.
bands.
As a
Yeah.
person who collects Warhammer stuff, yeah, everyone says that.
We
It's
literally.
just Total Warhammer 3. Like,
That-
the marketing
I know.
people or
That-
people who title
fucking-
games are idiots.
That was our
Look
that was our banter at E3 like 2015 when we were streaming it. We were like, "What the fuck?" Like for 20 minutes of the PC gaming show. What the fuck is this name?
Third pick for me. Sticking with Nintendo. Triangle Strategy.
You know what's funny, Moody?
Oh, damn it. I wanted to pick that one so bad. Well played, Moody.
That
well
was literally
played.
what I was looking at before I
Was it?
decided to war.
Yeah,
I'm kind of glad you said that because I thought Moody was just checking all Nintendo games just to piss you off.
I mean, no.
Joe's like the
but
nicest person ever. I don't know why he's going for him like this.
Nah, it's fine. Moody he wants
Next
to win
game.
2 years in a row. That's why. Go
Next
on.
game.
God damn.
Not Nintendo.
Oh.
Shocking. Scandalous.
2-point canvas.
Okay.
I forgot that was coming out.
Is,
2
that's like that's like 17-point hospital or whatever one
Top
is.
tier is now
Oh,
done.
yeah.
Top tier on my list is all gone. So
Top tier.
it's time to move on to second tier.
Some people have tier lists. I have
Yes.
an untitled notepad opened. I just frantically copy pasted game
On my
titles.
watch list. Literally just got a watch list.
Pen and paper, man.
Some of
Old
us
school.
are still on our top tier, Moody, because some of us actually were taking this seriously.
Okay.
My next game. It's a cute little game with a cute little fox with his
Tunic.
sword.
Bastard. I wanted that.
Tunic.
Mm.
I knew it.
It's like, did I learn my lesson about indie games last year? You're fucking damn right I didn't.
That was on
Alright.
my third tier, that one.
I mean,
Sleeping on it, Moody.
speaking of like,
Weird West.
Yeah, I
That was the game I wanted to get last year, up into the end, and then
I'm so
delayed it to
looking
this
forward to
year.
this game.
Wow.
It was supposed to be coming out in January, but they moved it to March.
Yeah, I figured I would miss it, but I checked the release date and it hadn't come out yet.
No, yeah, they moved it like a few weeks ago. It's made by the guys who made Dishonored, so of course I'm going to play the shit out of it.
Oh, do I go for that? Or do I go for that? I think that's going to be fun. More fun. We went with Wizard with a Gun.
Still one of my favorite names for a
Right.
game.
It
Yeah.
is. That's a cracking one. Devolver
If
Digital.
it ever works, because it doesn't seem to be doing. There we go.
Yeah, it takes a minute.
Takes
I
its
think
time. There we
Played
go.
the previous game, The Far Changing Tides.
Yeah, I thought
Alright,
you had.
Nintendo boy.
Are there any Nintendo games left? Moody.
In a plot twist, I'm picking Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
Good
My
one.
last
That's
year's
literally my next game.
Good pick. Good pick.
My last year's pick
I had that
didn't come
last year.
out.
It disappeared.
If anyone remembers them classic Lego Star Wars games, of course, starting with the original Lego Star Wars, which was just the prequels.
In the latest few
Isn't
years,
that weird?
like,
But this looks like they're finally doing something to mix up and shake up that Lego game formula. I mean, we had stuff like Lego City Undercover, which did that, but I've been keeping an eye on this one. Hopefully, the Med Force will be
I
strong with it.
said to these guys at an E3 podcast, like that looks like a Lego game I would actually play.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think it looks
fingers
really
crossed.
kind of like, no doubt.
Well, back to the queen of indie games, and I take issue with that team name. I'm just putting it out there.
I'm going to
war's
choose
begun.
something that looks just freaking adorable, and I cannot wait for it to come out because I want to play with kitties. Stray.
Good
Oh,
choice.
that's another one of mine gone.
Stray's one of those games where it's like, is this it? When I first saw that trailer for it, it's like it looks like a tech demo. Like it just looks
Yes.
so good. But like,
Yes.
if it's I really hope that they come through with that one. Honestly, for everyone, because
Yeah.
cute cat game, very cute.
I think that the cute cat aspect is going to get it a bump in the reviews alone. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, the game's not
the
great,
next
but
one-
I'm a cat with a backpack.
That I believe fires missiles or wires something.
Yeah, does something.
And sorry, Joe, I'm taking this one. Mario and Rabbids. Spark of Hope.
That's absolutely fine. I have no qualm with you taking that one because it's published by Ubisoft. But to be honest,
I
it
was
will.
thinking of getting that one.
It,
I think
as
that
long as David Soliani come through with that one, I think it will review very well because the first one reviewed way better than anyone expected. So
it was way better than anyone had any right
Yeah,
to be.
it was a really good game.
I
awesome.
enjoyed it, actually. I really enjoyed it.
Oh
And
yeah,
they're changing it up for this one, so that's why I think it's going to be might knock it up a little bit more for him as well. But also it's a risk as well changing it, so we'll see what happens.
Sometimes when you change things, you go from Killzone to Horizon.
all right.
Yeah.
Now this
I'll go-
I need to probably
God of War.
put. I might
God
have
of
to
War
put this
is,
one to. Oh, it does say available. It does count it. Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that one does fit the bill. Oh, it's not letting me draft it though. Maybe it's just taking a second.
Yeah, mine was sort of.
Yeah, fuzzing on it. It's like
I'm pretty sure
is
if
it
a game isn't eligible, it doesn't appear at all on the list when you
Yeah,
search for it. Yeah,
Yeah,
there it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
It's
There we
on,
go.
it's
Sweet,
on. There you
sweet.
go.
Yeah, there we go. Because I had the original Advance Wars on Game Boy Advance imported because my auntie lives in America, and it was like when I was young enough, I asked for games for Christmas and stuff, and she sent me because the release of it got delayed because of 9/11. Legitimately, that was a real thing that happened. The PAL release of the game got delayed, but it was already out in America anyway, so I got it. And yeah, it's a pretty safe bet that those games being given a new lick of paint for the Switch will still hold up in terms of strategy. Like it's gonna be good.
I remember the original on Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, I can wait one more for that. I'm gonna go for
can
this
you?
one. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can wait. We're gonna go for Spoken.
That was going to be my next one.
That was literally I'm next, and that was literally going to be my next pick.
Oh, we had that on my list.
Not on my list, that one.
Really?
Moody's
Yeah.
trying to showboat, and it's the same mistake I made last year.
No, I don't. No, I just have this feeling that this game might not come out this year. I don't know why. I know they've shown a lot, but I just have this sinking feeling it might go 2023.
Got a date.
Yeah. I'm going to break with my Devolver Digital for a moment to go for a game I went for last year, Ghostwire Tokyo, because I still love that developer's energy for that game. Pure reason I'm going for
Even though she's not there anymore.
Spooky.
I know she's not there anymore.
Wait, she's not there anymore?
No, where's she went?
No!
She's doing her own thing now, isn't she?
Yeah, she's created her own company, mate.
Oh, I completely missed that. That's good to know. But hopefully that the ghost is still the ghost of her enthusiasm is still there because she was incredible.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm weighing some stuff up. How many risks do I want to take? Knowing I can drop games, right?
All of them.
Yeah.
It's like I can take some risks, but do I want to take them yet? Because I've still got 4 games to pick.
And Moody gets to pick 2 before you pick your next one.
Because there is something here. There's something here that it says TBA. There's a report that says it might be coming out this year.
I know what you're thinking.
and if I can grab it and it comes out, I mean,
Well, if you don't, I know someone who will. So
Moody knows what I'm thinking, but Moody's got his own
Yeah,
risks.
yeah.
We've got our own strategies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course you have.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. Unannounced game. The Last of Us remake.
I love that. Uh-huh.
No, that's not what I was thinking.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh.
See, I told you
Very
we've got our own strategies, man. We
Yeah.
just
Fascinating.
If
Yeah,
it comes,
that I'm saying right now, that's coming out this year. That's going to come out when the show comes out because that's now it's coming out this year. The HBO saying it's coming out this year.
if that
Sure.
comes out, it's an easy time. It's the Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker of 2022. It's
Yeah.
like it's a slam dunk.
Yeah, good one. That I think you've got yourself easy 90 points there from that.
I would just be interested to see because a lot of that older Naughty Dog gameplay doesn't really hold up going back to it. It depends how much of how much they change it, which I think if they're bringing it out this year might not happen a lot. And so some people might, compared especially to The Last of Us 2 and everything that did in terms of gameplay, I'll be if that does come out this year, I'll be very interested to see where that sits.
Well, I am now vested. I have vested interest now, so
Okay.
curious to know what Moody thought I was doing.
He's typing the game.
Wait, was it a
thinking right
game?
now.
Was it a game?
No, he's weighing his options right now. You'd have already picked right now.
No. Because I got my list. I'm working through my list, not anything else. I want to know, Moody, was it a game that began with the letter F by any chance?
Yes.
I thought so. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Final Fantasy.
Don't go
Frog
for it.
Detective 3?
Frog Detective. Frog Detective is great. Moody's got you got some locks on your face going on, Moody. You okay?
I do. You know what? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go for this one. Final Fantasy 16. Going for a little bit of a risk.
Go for the punt.
Going for the punt. I'm gonna punt it. I'm gonna punt.
I picked it up last year. I instantly regretted it.
I'm gonna punt one more time.
Oh my god!
I'm
Two
punting one more time.
Did the knowledge of the number of games you can drop suddenly sink in?
Okay, I'm not punting because it's saying 2023. Okay, never mind then.
Okay, you gotta tell me what that was.
Black Myth. I thought they said 2022. You've seen it.
The games I've never
seen the
heard
game,
of.
Amy.
I'm like, is it, someone's heard of this game, right?
Yeah, you've seen the game, Amy. I know you have.
I've seen hundreds of games.
I know, but okay.
The sequel to Life of Black Tiger.
Oh God! Please no.
Oh, that is such a good cut. That is amazing. Life of Black Tiger. I remember watching James Stephanie Sterling's video on Life of Black Tiger, and it was one of the best. Oh, it's just
Top
such
that
a
for
great
you, John.
takedown.
I remember playing that.
I never played it. But no, wow.
Next pick.
Life of Black Tiger 2.
Yeah, hype.
Unannounced, but coming. No, go on, Moody.
Oxenfree 2.
Oh wow, that's a good game. I loved Oxenfree. I liked it more than most people.
I love Oxenfree, and it was on my list, and Moody's stolen it because he remembers. He was like, "Yes, it was announced at a Nintendo Indie World showcase."
Do you think, Joe, that Moody at some point broke into your house, found your list, took a photo of it, and is just like working through your list?
Either that, or he's got a camera somewhere here. I don't know, because I wrote my list while we were getting ready for the podcast and during the beginning of the podcast. So,
that's what Moody does. He's just got cameras in everybody's
Moody's
rooms.
definitely planted. Yeah, Moody.
Yeah, Joe, what you were doing to yourself last night? Seek help, mate. Seek help.
Jesus.
Wow.
Oh God. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to be really careful throughout the rest of this year. I'm going for something that apparently has been picked by 8.7% of all people playing on Fantasy Critic, which is pretty low. And you can see why. It doesn't even have a name.
Oh,
Wow.
What? Yeah, no, I guess you were thinking, there was rumors on Twitter recently about Mario Kart 9. It's going to have a new twist. Oh, Nintendo with a new gameplay mechanic or whatever.
Yeah, man.
Like, yeah, that's not that. There is no way Mario Kart 9 is coming
You've
out.
got more chance for that next year or when they release Switch 2.
But if it
But
did,
they will release Mario Kart when Mario Kart 8 Deluxe stops selling. 5 years on, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe keeps bloody selling. So Nintendo is gonna sit on this. I would think Mario Kart 9
I'll pick that, yeah.
now until 2024 maybe. Like it's
So that's your Carl pick.
Yeah.
they're gonna hold it.
How's
But
it
you know what? Roll that dice.
I was going to say it's an easy counter pick for somebody.
I'm going to choose a visually interesting game, which hopefully will do well. And nothing appeared to happen.
Give it time.
Yeah, it's just there's too much awesome. There's too much awesome being loaded into
The
right now.
the server has just gone. She picked what? Why? Why would she do that?
I like that on Fantasy Critic. It's Mario Kart brackets unannounced next mainline console game.
Oh yeah, I had that on my list.
Yep, that's on mine
Looks
as well.
good. It looks good. That one, like Devolver Digital, like they've got like 5 games right now that are dubbed that are coming out this year, and they all just look crazy good.
Moody, can I tell you a secret?
Hmm?
All of them were on my list. That's the point. Yeah, I just remember the visual for that one. I was like, that looks really striking.
Probably shouldn't leave so much dead air on a podcast. So
I was trying to fill some of it.
I was looking at something.
What's next? What you picking?
Let's go.
I'm gonna have Kerbal Space Program 2.
Electric Boogaloo. Should have come in quicker with that one.
I mean, I love the music that's on the
I can
trailer
try and
first.
if I remember, I can stitch it, edit it, and close the gap.
It's an excellent. The first game was excellent. We'll see how they do the second game. But if they just keep to the core mechanics, like the core, fundamentals, then it should be amazing.
That's fair. I remember you showed me it like 3 or 4 times, and
I've played like over 1,300 hours.
I don't
of it.
understand it, but I'm glad that you like it.
Wow. Okay, so I think like 3.
You're ready for NASA. Jesus, that's a lot of space hours.
No, I've only ever gotten to the moon. No.
So's NASA.
Although, so's NASA. at least with people, anyway.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Nice.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
that in
Teenage
1,000
Mutant
years.
Ninja Turtles, Heroes in a Half Shell, Shredder's Revenge.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
We'd never have picked that in 1,000 years.
Oh no, but to be honest,
that's probably high praise given what happened last year.
when that music came in on that freaking, on wherever it was first announced, I think, and then the Direct had it later, coming to Switch. But I was just like, yes, let's. Because TMNT Arcade
was a moment.
Do I take a risk or do I? Oh,
Help, you've already taken the risks already. We've
I've
got
already
a
taken risks.
Is this risk bigger than unannounced next mainline Mario Kart game?
That's true, like, yeah. I think Amy's topped us all right now.
That's what I do.
And I think, I don't know, it does look like it's going to be really good. And this could just be because I'm a Harry Potter nerd, but I'm going to go Hogwarts Legacy.
It was on my list. I know it's not probably. Well, will it come out? We'll see.
And then the next one, which
yes,
is
will it come out this year? That's the question.
Yeah, that's risk. Is it going to come out this year?
Yeah.
It's already come out last year.
Yeah, and I picked it last year. And
well, it's the 20th anniversary this year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I think it will come out.
So I think Harry Potter will come out this year, probably.
Cool. Yeah.
The other one, I've got 2 that I could choose on this one. Oh, I'm going to go for this one. Or I'm going to go for the other one. I'm going to go for the other one because I'm going for cuteness, and because it's
never
just,
go cuteness in the fantasy critic.
Yeah, and I played the first one, and it's freaking adorable, and yeah, Moss Book 2.
Oh, goddamn! That's a good. That first game was fantastic.
That's a that's a good one. That like.
Yeah. Hope so.
Sidebar: I can't wait for PSVR 2.
Omed Force is looking for games that he could pick that might score well, but also release this year. Screw! We're going for something that I knew was very popular, and did good things the many years ago it came out. We're going for Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl. 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 So yeah,
I would be very worried about that game. Not that that's going to get bad reviews because they've pushed it all the way to December.
Most certainly, it might get dropped, and
that
then
could also be.
that's a drop game for me. Like, if it doesn't come through, because it could easily get pushed. I don't know, next week or in a few days' time. Who knows? But the first Stalker people loved. So yeah, we'll
Yes,
see.
the first Stalker was awesome. The fact that they've pushed it so far away from where it was originally released might work out in your favor because it's such a big delay.
Yeah,
They might not need another one.
yeah.
Where are we up to? Russell. On a quest to not do any worse than last time.
Let's look this one up.
By the way, Moody, I told you you wouldn't see where I was coming from.
Right, we'll leave that. Oh, what about this one?
You did.
Oh wow, okay. No, not that one then.
The problem is, I feel like compared to last year, there's so few games with confirmed release dates. I feel like last year we knew a lot more release dates. And I know some of them got pushed.
Yeah.
But there's just very little. I'm looking at our Google Calendar right now, just like, all right then. It's like that, is it?
Try this one again. Okay, my list is rapidly declining.
I warned everybody. It always gets super difficult when you start getting towards the end.
Do we go with this one or no? I'll take it. It's called Asterigos. You'll see it, and I can't pronounce it.
Let's have a look. There you are.
I get your pronunciation, Russell.
Asterigos?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I only found out about it today, so
Oh, okay, cool. I'm interested to do a Death Store and Google it after this podcast and be like, oh my god, this looks incredible.
Speaking of Death Store,
well, firstly, I put it on my list, so I thought I must have thought it looked good. I can't exactly, once.
Trust the list. You gotta trust those instincts.
I've already gone for my next one, which I'm hoping is going to be another Death Store for us. It is Cult of the Lamb, and if you've seen the trailer for it, it is adorable. And horrifying.
I have seen the trailer for it. It is. You are correct. God, leave some Devolver games for everybody else, Keith.
No.
It's fine. I didn't want them anyway. You know what? I just made two. What's the sport in term? What's the thing in football? 2 Hail Marys. So I'm gonna play it a little bit safer with my next pick. Not looking for fireworks, not looking for a massive score. I'm just looking for something that's coming out and might get me like 10 points. It's taking a second. Build the suspense.
Of course. Yeah.
It's like it's the most boring game on my list. So that's the one naturally.
That was actually mine.
Builds the suspense for.
Yeah,
Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
I
wasn't
was
sure about
that one.
Expansion or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I checked the list. It's like it's there at that moment. It was like the second most hyped game on Fantasy Critic because we've taken all.
This is it. Last 2 picks for Moody.
This is it. Moody's ending. Moody could do anything. He's just. This is where he's gonna like. Are you gonna top me there, Moody? Are you gonna top me? Mario Kart unannounced.
No.
No. Okay. I'm good.
Somberville.
Okay.
And last.
quick 1, 2, bang, bang.
Drum roll for Moody.
Oh, he doesn't get a drum roll.
Nah.
Why not?
Oh.
My most anticipated game for 2022. Replaced by Coatsink. That's it. That is my first.
You know they
game
watched our
list.
podcast last week.
I know. I saw.
I thought that was fun. Okay. I've got plenty of games on this list that I guarantee nobody but Moody's heard of. So
I don't know. I didn't hear any of these until like, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours ago. So,
save those.
It's interesting seeing what everyone's picked, how that sort of relates to their
knowledge.
Their personality.
But the fact that I've gone for almost every Devolver Digital game that's coming out this
Yeah.
The fact that my list is absolute chaos.
Yeah. And mine's mainly cuteness.
I'm gonna go with this one. It's doing that thing again. I wonder if it just slows down the further in you get.
Possibly. It's probably just going, you're choosing what games now?
Oh no. This isn't you're doing what? This is fine. This is fine. Of everything that's left.
It's gone from my list.
That's what I'm going to
Lana.
That's
what I was humming in R and I was saying replace Planet of Lana.
So on my list, on my actual like draft list as I've got written down, it literally says at the bottom, pick this last.
It's interesting that like 3 or 4 of us had that on the list though. So yeah.
Oh hell yeah! It
Do
looks
I
fucking
keep
incredible.
going with Devolver Digital, or do I take a little risk?
Are there Devolver Digital games left?
Yeah, there's 2 more.
Take a risk. Take a risk.
Okay, I'll take the risk.
You can just bid for the other Devolver Digital games once we finish this podcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm on to 2.
Okay.
Okay.
I was interested to maybe go for that one, but it didn't make me go.
I mean, I played the first one. It was cool.
Gotta ranch 'em all, Slime Rancher 2.
So you managed last time you picked us. You managed to pick a game none of us had ever heard of. So I'm interested to see where this goes for your final pick.
Yeah. Well, I've got 2 options because I can't seem to find the third one. So,
okay.
So here, I'll tell you what two are that I'm choosing from. It's either going to be Choo Choo Charles.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I know that one.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be Dolmen. So I'm
don't know
I'm
that one.
Yeah. So I'm probably going to go with this one and take a gamble and go for this because it's a horror and I like the horrors.
Okay.
You're gonna be so scared of the score it
Well,
gets.
they're both horrors.
I mean, Choo Choo Charles is definitely a horror game.
I love that name.
It was intriguing. That's why it went on my list. It was just like, wow, I can get behind this.
Yep.
Okay, this looks interesting. I'm looking up Dolman. I already know Choo Choo Charles.
After Love EP.
So I'm picking a game that was featured in the December Nintendo Indie World Showcase presentation. It's scheduled to come out in summer of this year. It is a part visual novel, part rhythm action game about someone mourning the loss of their partner. It's gonna break your heart and get your feet jumping. And I really hope that more than one outlet reviews it so it gets on Open Critic. But I think this is one of those little indie titles that could actually catch quite a few people off guard. So in addition to all the big games that I've got up on there, I thought I'd throw that one on there.
This literally was my second most anticipated game when we talked
I'm
about it last week.
after reminding myself after frantically Googling like any game I could pick, because all of my actually no, I did have another one, but it's a bit of a silly one, so we'll maybe save that.
Is it sillier than unannounced next mainline Mario Kart?
Well, that's not a silly pick. It's just a pie in the sky
Silly
one,
pick.
really. Like, you know,
I've got previous. Like I said, I picked Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel 2 years ago.
So last year you went God of War and Final Fantasy 16.
Everybody left me God of War for like I'd take it, just in case. They actually said 2021.
I'm torn. I've got a couple, and I'm not sure whether to go for the indie or what looks like the safer bet.
Psst. What's your team name again?
I'm going to go for the indie. I'm going to go for Little Devil Inside.
Yeah, that's got PlayStation behind it. There's a chance I could get. There's a chance at least it'll get reviewed on Open Critic.
I think more like apart from the 2 games I've never heard of, I think everything is going to get reviewed on Open Critic.
The Dark Anthologies one, or is that something else?
No, it's
Probably
an
the
indie
two.
Yeah,
game.
the Dark Anthologies one, yeah.
The Devil in Me or something.
Yeah, The Devil in Me.
Yeah, that was also on my list, but
All right. It's time to draft counter picks. So I didn't explain this in the intro because I didn't want to overload anyone's information. Counter picks are very fun. What's going to happen is we're going in reverse draft order. So it's going to start with Moody, and then it's going to move up. And everybody is going to basically bet against a game somebody else has picked. And the points work in reverse. So if the game doesn't come out, it gets delayed. You get 0 points, which is a pretty good outcome. Isn't it, Russ?
It happened last year. yeah. Happened last year.
Unlike what happened in the year before. So basically, you're betting against the game. So if the game gets, say, an 80 on Open Critic, the person who picked it gets 10 points, but the person who counterpicked it would get minus 10 points, and vice versa. So if the game reviews badly on Open Critic and you've counterpicked it, you'll actually get points for it. And if you counterpick Half-Life Alex like an absolute fucking madman.
Oh, I was tempted for that one. Like, I didn't think it would do anywhere near it was going to get that it got at the end.
if it's got Half-Life in the title and we haven't had a Half-Life game in 84 years, it's going to do well.
All right, so like I said, it's going to go in reverse order. So Moody gets to draft his counter pick first. I wonder how long. I know someone. At least Keith, looking at my list, at least you're not going to. So last year, everybody who's not Keith counterpicked a game off Keith's list.
There we go. I have counterpicked it.
There we go. There we go. There it is. There it is. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
I'm whacking in there straight away to save myself losing points. So I was just like, I'm going for the safe bet, Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I think everybody was going to do that.
If I remember right, I think
you're going to get something off Moody's list, which is I've done. I want to counter pick.
Oh, I'm very intrigued by that.
Are you really though?
No, not really.
Look, I mean, if you look at your list, there's an obvious
I
one.
think it's all pretty safe that all come out this year.
You think?
Yeah, sex on boots.
I can't believe you took Bayonetta from me. Just for that, I'm counterpicking Final Fantasy 16.
Oh, yeah. Intriguing.
Well, both my counter picks that I was going to choose gone.
So, but this just quickly before you go, the counter picks you can't cancel, can you? You can't get rid of.
You can't get rid of them. No.
Yeah.
I changed after what happened to Keith last year. I changed the rules so the person can still drop the game. It doesn't lock it into their team. But no, you can't drop a counter pick.
No, I mean, I can drop the game that's been counter picked. That's what
you can drop the game, but I can't drop the
okay.
counter pick. Basically,
that's okay though.
Numbing inevitability.
Okay.
for everybody who's going to get surprised by this, when you hit the counter pick button, it'll literally give you an alphabetical list of all the games that aren't on your list. And you just pick from that. Which is why it's taking a minute, because you scroll through everything like, what's
Surprise! Alphabetic spaghetti.
I'll just pick that one. Because that supposed to me like researching like 8 or 9 different games. Because I had 2, and then obviously you both.
So I'm getting counterpicked this year. I never got a single counterpick last year.
Well, the year before.
That. Yeah. Everyone's coming for me. Come on, bring it.
I just see me and Moody are just punching each other.
Fucking go.
If Bayonetta 3 comes out, I am losing this one.
Not like necessarily.
Interesting.
Oh, okay.
Well, okay. I want to hear the reasoning behind this one. I want to hear the reason behind why you coming for Leo, Donatello, Raph, and Mikey. What's the beef?
The Teenage Ninja Turtle game. I would have. I was tempted to pick that one as well.
Yeah, so Russ just.
So there you go.
I didn't get down
Instinct.
to see.
It's all instinct, to be fair.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I've not seen any gameplay trailer or anything for Teenage Mutant Ninja. I still wouldn't pick it. Still wouldn't pick it. I'll pick as a counter pick though.
I feel like he's going for one of your games now, Russell.
No. That's not how this
You
works.
can.
At least for me, my first time playing. I've picked Hogwarts Legacy as my counter pick because
Ooh,
I did a very frantic Google when Amy was explaining the counter picks. I'm like, hey, Hogwarts Legacy might be delayed. So
it's been
I
delayed.
think I'm
once
gonna try
already.
and bite tooth and nail to get it out this year because it's the 20th anniversary. But yeah, could be interesting.
yeah, you never know. But also, it could be bad game. Could be bad. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah,
Who
it's all
knows?
hyped up if it comes out.
I think that like when was the last great Harry Potter game was Chamber of Secrets on GameCube and PlayStation 2, like, and Quidditch World Cup was pretty sweet as well. But
I'll be quick.
been a long time since those Harry Potter games cast their magic spells. And back then, we didn't realize J.K. Rowling was a horrible person.
Yeah.
I don't think she realized she was a horrible person.
I don't think
Oh,
she
no,
still
I think
thinks
she-
she's not a horrible person.
Yeah, that's the
That's what the thing is. Yeah, actually, yeah. What are you going for, Elf?
I'm gonna go with.
The draft is complete.
Oh, okay.
Cult of the Lamb.
Cult of the Lamb.
Cult of Lamb.
Yeah, I had to choose something.
Meh.
Mm,
The like a lamb to the slaughter.
Yeah.
Okay. So
It's only 'cause I don't know anything about it, and I'm just like, I don't know.
the draft is finished. So
Draft is
I
finished.
can explain this without Russ because he already knows all of this. So what happens now is you've got your team. You've got 10 spaces still open and $100. So what you can do with that is throughout the year, you can make a bid on a game, any game. It is public, so everyone will get a notification when someone bids on a game. Unlike the last couple of years where we've done it in secret, like trying to squirrel it away. Everybody's going to know this time. You have to bid at least $1 on a game this year. There are no $0 bids. So don't spend all your money on your first game, otherwise you're fucking screwed. Because I can't give you any more money.
Mario Kart 9 gets announced. I'm bidding on it.
I already have it, baby. But yeah, so that's basically it. There's also a counter pick still open. You can do that again throughout the year. Same rules apply. Let's say Moody picks a game and you're like, I don't think that game is going to do very well. You can just select it as a counter pick. Or you can counter pick something else that's on someone's list right now if you want. It's up to you. That's it. That's the draft. Do we want to go through everybody's teams for everybody's?
why not?
Why
Yeah,
not?
why
Let's start from the top.
Obviously, everyone missed that bid notification. Yeah.
Well, someone's made a bid. It sounds like it.
I've made a bid.
It does sound like it, yeah.
Sorry, Alfie,
I'm
you're
very
first.
confused.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
you
wondering.
just we'll just go through everybody. Everybody goes through their list. So you start because you were
Okay.
first.
So I've got Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Plague Tale Requiem, Stray, Mario and Rabbids, Hogwarts Legacy, which I'm about, Moss Book 2, Little Devil Inside, and my counterpick is Cult of the Lamb.
Boom. Nintendo only.
Yes, for Team Nintendo only, we have the sequel to The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Splatoon 3, Lego Star Wars, The Skywalker Saga, Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge, and Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl. But wait, there's two more because I can't read almost. Afterlove EP, it's going to break all our hearts. And my counterpick is Hogwarts Legacy.
The Wii Remote is a brilliant touch. Just 10
Yeah,
out
I
of
like
10.
that.
Wow.
Yeah.
It had to be done.
Russ, what you got?
So we got Starfield, we got Saints Row, Far, Changing Tides, Wizard with a Gun, Forspoken, Kerbal Space Program 2, Astriagos, and Dolmen. And my counter pick is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder's Revenge.
Yeah.
Well, with a numbing inevitability, I have Horizon Forbidden West, Dying Light 2, Stay Human, Sifu, Weird West, Ghostwire Tokyo, Trek to Yomi, Cult of the Lamb, and Slime Rancher 2. I do apologize if I mispronounce any of the Japanese wording in that one. And Bayonetta 3 is my counter pick because I panicked and didn't get far enough down to say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on there. Because that one was fun.
Nobody's got any faith in the Turtles. Sad times. Sad times.
They're gonna slice and dice you. They're gonna
You
take
said
you
that last
out.
movie.
It doesn't matter about the movie. It doesn't matter about the movie. People love TMNT Arcade. It looks like a spiritual successor, and it's probably gonna sit in the 60s, I'm sure.
As long as it gets to 70, you're all right. So I have, it is great actually. I have Hollow Knight, Silksong, Gran Turismo 7, Total War Warhammer 3, Tunic, The Last of Us Remake, Mario Kart brackets unannounced next mainline console game, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, and Planet of Lana, and I counterpicked Final Fantasy 16. I felt a little bit dirty when I did it because that was one of my games last year.
And my return of the Smeghead to Champ is here. My picks are Pokemon Legends Arceus, Bayonetta 3, Triangle Strategy, 2 Point Campus, Final Fantasy 16, Oxenfree 2, Lost Signals, Somerville, and Replaced. And a counter pick is Mario Kart. Unannounced next mainline console game.
That's it. We've got like half an hour to just chat. I didn't bring any news. I didn't bring any open critic head to head. I didn't bring any games out next week.
We don't have to do the half an hour.
We're gonna do the
Just
half
go.
an hour.
We can just go.
Yeah, we could.
Why do we have to wait for?
Fine.
We
You
don't
all
need to-
leave and I'll have a nice chat with Joe. When I'll just have a nice chat. Me and Joe just have a nice chat about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
So I'm going to go find the trailer.
Okay. Well, at least.
Think about
Oh, sorry. I spoke over you. Go on.
No, I'm going to say I'm going to go find the trailer for that. I'm going to find out the whatever it is that's for that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to see and have a feel if that's I'm right or wrong.
Who's your favorite turtle? I think we have to answer this question because it didn't come up. As I picked the game,
Michelangelo.
Okay, we got Michelangelo, and then I got Leonardo as the leader. I got Donatello because he does machines.
That's all he does.
Amy?
Donatello, same as everyone.
Donatello.
He's the nerd.
No one likes Raphael.
Raphael's a dick.
He's a bit moody. Let's be fair. Right? And that wasn't a point, by the way.
The best ones never are.
Well played.
Oh, that was good.
Can I just
And
point out?
What was the pick from you, Keith?
I was gonna go with Donatello. I was like, I can't actually remember the personalities of any of them apart from Leonardo and Donatello.
They're after the four humors. So we have Leonardo as the leader, Donatello as the intellectual, Mikey as the prankster, the jokester, the he's a real party dude, and Raphael as emo kid. Raphael was my favorite when I was a kid. Because he was so cool, right? He's got the two sides, and he's all the red headband or red eye mask.
That's why I wanted Donatello.
Yes.
I still try to be smart, which is why I got
I'm happy with my counter pick. So,
I was a nerd, so I mean, I still am. I guess I'm not was a nerd, but nice to see a nerd on TV. You looked very thoughtful there, Mooney. You're about to jump in with some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles wisdom.
No.
No?
I'm good, thank you.
So if all these games come out in 2022.
It's gonna be a cracking year.
Right?
Hell yeah.
I think we might need more people to review games, Mooney.
Query. I'm about to make a bid on something, and back to the actual draft. Conditional drop optional. You can use this to drop a game only if your bid succeeds. I have no idea what that's talking about. Is anyone any of the wiser?
It wasn't a thing last time.
Wasn't a thing last time. You know what? Then let's ignore it, and I'm just going to place a bid. There we go. Sorted.
Interesting. The bids are already flying in. Love it. You love to see it.
Bid it up. But also, what's your most anticipated game? I know that because Daffod and Amy, you talked about this in last week's podcast, right?
Let's do it. Yeah. Why don't we let everybody else answer before we do, since we did that last week?
You can go and check that episode on youtube.com/wordsaboutgamesuk, right?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah.
Episode 287, most anticipated games of 2022, with a very special guest star, Sadie Flair.
Yeah. But why don't we start with Elf? Because you're the first pick for the drafts.
I've got a few that I'm really looking forward to, but mostly I would say the ones that I'm looking forward to. It's not actually on there because I looked for it and it wasn't available. Is a game that was just playing the demo of last night, which is Best Month Ever. And it looks really, really good. It is due out this year. But I can't see that anywhere on that game. Little indie game. At least I believe it's this year anyway. I'm just going to check that.
What's the game? Because I don't know this game.
I didn't know it. I just had to Google it too.
Basically, it's a point-and-click adventure. But it tells a story of a woman who has a terminal illness and is trying to find a home for her son. And it's the story of her son, really. I did play it last night on Twitch, twitch.tv/elfdaughter if you want to go and have a look at the VOD. It's gorgeous graphics wise, story wise, really, really tenderly done, but with some good twists of humor in it. There's a section which I won't spoil, which I thought at first I was like, am I going to have to switch to a BRB screen and let this play? Is it going to be too triggery? And then it just switches on a dime, and it's just like, okay, no, that's really cool. If you if you watch the VOD or if you play the demo, you'll know exactly what I mean as soon as it happens. But
what's the name again?
It's good. It's good.
Best month ever.
I'm going to see when the release date is for it.
It
It's
is
on Steam as well, by the
coming
way.
soon. Wish list now.
Yeah, coming soon. So, yeah, it doesn't look like it's got a date, which is probably why it wasn't available for that.
Interesting art style.
But it's almost semi 2D, semi 3D, half and half.
50-50.
Yeah.
Cool. Keith, what's
But
your
it does-
most anticipated game of 2022, and why is it a Devolver Digital game?
Well, explain why I put so many Devolver Digital games on my list, and that's because I don't really have a most anticipated game for this year. I'm not really looking forward to any of the games which are coming out, but I'm waiting for something to grab my attention to just sort of oh, that looks really cool. I want to play that, which is why I remember the trailers from last year. Oh, this seafood game looks really cool. Oh, this Trek to Yumi looks really cool. Oh, this Court of the Lamb looks funny. Which is what I had forgotten. 2 Point Campus is coming out as well. That's a game I'm definitely going to pick up. And I'm probably going to pick up Court of the Lamb, and I might pick up Sifu, and I might pick up Trek to Yumi. I might just look at them and go, that's a really interesting game. But yeah, I haven't got anything that's really standing out to me. I really want this to come out this year. I really want to play this. I don't have a thirst for some woman that wears outfit made entirely out of her own hair, which, according to Google, the 4th asked most question for about the next game is Bayonetta a boy or a girl? I can't believe that's on there. The next one is a question about Devil May Cry. So I think there's something wrong with Google's algorithm on that one.
Well, no, there's not necessarily something wrong with Google's algorithm, because Bayonetta and Devil May Cry definitely connected in terms of gameplay. They're really of a kind. But yeah, there's definitely something wrong with people asking that question. What is, how, why?
It's a very popular question. Trust me. Not just about Bayonetta.
I was wondering if there was something about that, but yeah. No, at the moment, I haven't seen a game that's really sparked my interest. I definitely want to play, but there are games I'm gonna play.
That's fair.
Which I think might be cool, and some games I'm looking at thinking, hopefully, are going to be as awesome as the trailer was.
Yeah, that's a pretty valid way to go through video game life, right? It's just see a game and it goes, oh, it grabs me. I'll play this.
Yeah.
Not have a Google Calendar full of games, looking at it going, that's a lot of games.
Sometimes you'll see that and then completely forget there's a game you want to play coming out called Ruined King, because it's based from a studio you really liked the previous game of, and it looked like just a ported copy into someone else's world of that game, and then you forget it for Fantasy Critic. And choose a game that you really didn't know anything about at the last minute.
Awkward.
Yeah.
I don't know if I need to
There's a game coming out that I really want to keep an eye on, just because I think it's going to be so bad, rather than good. It's I Am Jesus Christ. And
I saw that, and I considered making it a joke pick, but I was like, oh god, no.
I didn't even consider looking at that game to see whether it was good enough to pick or put on my list or anything. I'm going to skip right past that.
I've heard of it before, even before today, and I've seen clips of trailers and stuff, and it just looks so bad. It's just I've got to keep an eye on this just to see where it goes.
Well, where I hope it goes is that we also get in 2022 a game released called I Am Jesus Christ, and it's produced entirely by Kanye West, and it's basically just a ROM hack, it's an even worse version of I Am Jesus Christ with just Kanye as the lead.
I'm watching the trailer. Sorry, I'm watching the trailer. I noticed the objective at one point in the trailer was defeat Satan.
Hey, that's it.
Imagine I'm pretty sure that mission objective has popped into some games before.
Probably.
I won't lie, I think we've all missed a gem here, which comes out in a couple of days, which I think might get a lot of good scores by Drinkbox Studios.
You think we missed it, or do you think maybe we left it because we knew nobody was going to pick it, and maybe we've bid on it?
I get it. I've just tried. It won't allow you.
Oh, really?
It comes out in 2 days.
Oh, yeah, because it's Sunday, isn't it? So the bids won't work.
Can't get it. Nobody saves the world by Drinkbox Studios.
Shit, I was looking for that during the.
It's there. It was there. You have to, if you go on, if you click on basically make a bid and you click on show top available games, it's there right on the first page.
That did pop up on the. It sparks my memory. I was like, oh wait, that's one on a list, and then I did not pick it.
Yeah, it's coming to Game Pass. It was on my list because I'm planning on. I'm planning on.
It's coming to Game Pass. I believe I'm still paying for Game Pass, so I can give it a go.
It's on my list, but I went in a different direction.
I've got Game Pass at the moment.
I had flashbacks to like picking all these indie games last year and getting fucking screwed over by game critics. who will be like, Battlefield, yeah, it's completely broken, but we'll give it an 8 out of 10. And then like this indie game, oh well, it's got this one little bug, so it's 7, so it's got a 6. Thanks, game critics. That's just how they do. That's just how some of them do. Not all game critics.
Hashtag not all game critics.
Hashtag not all game critics. But enough of them. Joe, what's your most anticipated game?
My most anticipated game of 2022 is a game that might not even come out this year. It's the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I lost my goddamn mind, and you can go to youtube.com/JoeMedForce to see how I reacted to the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild when it was shown last year. I was like, oh, it's Princess Mononoke crossed with Skyward Sword. What happens, babies? Like, I also have a video essay on there about why I love Breath of the Wild so much. And if it comes out this year, then it's going to be the best year ever. I am expecting that it could get pushed, but we'll see, because Nintendo these days at least tends not to even announce a release window without confidence that it's going to make a window. It could be December. But they're clearly not bringing it out for the 5th anniversary of Breath of the Wild in March, unless next month we get a Kirby thing where it's just like, oh yeah, it's out in 2 months, or later this month, whatever. So we'll see. Oh god, that'd be so good if it comes out in March. But in games that will come out this year, because it's coming out in a couple of weeks, and it may be, forgive me, haven't listened to last week's episode yet, but I was also really excited because it looks like Pokemon Breath of the Wild for Pokemon Legends Arceus. And I am cautiously optimistic still, despite the fact that no one got to preview the game. And that doesn't often bode well, because usually at least there's some Nintendo previews floating about. So it's because that was a game which, when we finally got to see it in the Pokemon Presents last year, it's not going to be the most graphically pleasing game, but it looks to actually be a spin-off of a kind that's moving the Pokemon formula forward in a way that I wanted Pokemon Sword and Shield to do, where it didn't quite get there. Having your Pokemon follow you around, all the time in the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra was amazing, and I loved. I completed the Pokedex for the base game of Pokemon Shield, and I really enjoyed the DLCs as well. I'm just hoping that this is that sort of like, even if it's a 0.5 next step, so we can and also the concept of it being set, 100 years or whatever it is, back in the past of Pokemon is also really cool. Yeah, it's 1,000. Yeah, but 100,000.
I always battle Moody's knowledge of Pokemon.
Yeah, but there's just the idea that you can apparently jump off a cliff and have a Sinnoh Charming Braviary become your glider is so freaking cool. So I'm very much excited for that. And as long as it gets delivered to me on time, because I'm buying physical copy, because all digital future is not necessarily always going to work out at fuck NFTs. You can watch me on Friday, 28th of January, hopefully, playing Pokemon Legends Arceus on twitch.tv/JoeMedForce. Also, if you miss that and want to see more of this nonsense, at JoeMedForce on all platforms, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, etc. That's the plug done. There we go.
So I watched the video you were talking about while you were talking on youtube.com/JoeMedForce. I have 2 questions. Actually, I have 1 question. What happened to the mustache?
Oh, the mustache was a thing. So after I was Waluigi, whenever I was last Waluigi before the summer, instead of shaving the entire thing off, I shaved off just the edges of it, and then tried to make #HotStashSummer a thing, which was just because some people said they liked the mustache, and looking back at it now, big mistakes. But it's
It was
maybe
bold. It was bold.
yeah,
It was very bold.
maybe you'll see Waluigi return to twitch.tv/JoeMedForce in early February. Maybe you'll see, or maybe we'll bring back Hot Stash Summer. We'll find out. Who knows? Who knows? The future is bright and bold, and lots of exciting things on the horizon. Forbidden West. Nailed the segue of a game I still haven't played the first one of. Anyways,
But
who hasn't most anticipated game yet, apart from those of which who did it in a podcast last week?
Russell.
Hit it, Russell.
I really want to play Breath of the Wild 2 or whatever it's called now.
The sequel to The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. It's not that hard. No, I'm just.
Breath of the Majora's Mask.
Happy
Yeah.
name.
But the game I want to play more than that is Kerbal Space Program 2.
Yeah, that figure.
That makes sense. You might have
When you mean the sequel to Kerbal Space Program?
That's what we're going to do now. So it's the sequel, too.
If that comes out this year, I'm probably going to lose maybe
The rest of the year.
a good chunk of a day each day for a
Yeah.
while, trying to get up just out of the space probably. Yeah, them two definitely in that order for sure. I'm looking at the other games you sort of picked, and like Tunic was really cool looking. I remember seeing the trailer for that. Like, sort of that would be cool to play.
Yeah, I mean, I played a demo of it last year, probably. And it was pretty cool. Like,
Yeah,
was a
I
lot of
saw
fun.
that video.
Isometric Zelda-ish,
Yeah,
almost.
but Wizard of the Gun is also intriguing me. Having discovered that today.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's some interesting games coming out this year.
There's
just from
fucking
glancing
tons.
about.
Yeah. Me and Moody have been nervously waiting for 2022 to start, and being like, oh, how are we going to play all these games? How are we going to play all these games? And I don't have an answer yet. I don't think Moody does either. Wizard... No idea.
No answer whatsoever. No answer.
Basically, what's going to happen is we're going to start with Pokemon, and then we'll just see what happens.
Yeah.
Pokemon I'm going to be fine with.
Just
I'll
grab
smash
hold.
that bugger out. I'll smash that for out in a weekend. That's easy for me.
Yeah, I think it might take me a little bit longer.
Yeah, I'm gonna be chipping away at Pokemon. It's literally Pokemon Legends Arceus comes out on that Friday, and if I get that on the Friday or the Saturday morning, I'm then going to a friend's wedding that weekend.
Oof.
I'll definitely be taking my Switch with me though.
Of course.
What on the wedding you're expecting it to be, eh?
No, I
Just in the wedding photos, just.
To be honest,
Yes,
if
I got a Pikachu. I was like, I got a Pikachu.
yeah, I'm just that guy who's holding up his Nintendo Switch at the freaking wedding. I'm like, yeah, I'm so happy for you, nuptials.
I could picture it. Like I said, I just watched your Nintendo Direct Reacts thing. Really make a note. Like, if we do any reactions to anything like this year, like,
Get Joe Medforce.
get Joe Medforce.
If I'm not already going to react to it myself, sure, yeah.
Yeah. 100% bring the hype.
I'll be doing it.
Moody, do you want to rehash our top most anticipated games of 2022 quickly for...
Oh, fucking hell. Like, what, the whole list?
Not the whole list, Jesus Christ, no.
Jesus, I was going to say. Well...
Just the top one.
Replaced. Yeah, I've been... When I saw it revealed at the Xbox show, along with, I think, Planet of Lana was on that as well, I think.
It was.
Basically, the indie games basically stole the Xbox show because the AAAs just didn't... hyped me up enough. And when I saw those, I was just like, finally, we're getting somewhere. And I was just like, replaced, yes. And replaced is literally, the developer's literally just 20 minutes down the road from me.
That's so cool.
Yeah, they don't let me in. They don't let me in.
He's tried.
I
Please.
tried.
Please.
I posted my TV underneath the door. I saw him
Just
burning
picture him
in
in the
front of me.
Can I have a review code, please?
I have to do an
They
interview.
have to peel you off in the winter.
Just bring him coffee and donuts. You'll get it.
I
Like, you know.
did, and they threw him at me. They said first time was fine and lovely. Second time, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, it's just getting like they might get a restraining order on me. So
Is that what's happened, really? Is it like that's not a room in your house? What's actually happened is this is like a little fucking pop up you've just put outside their offices.
no, not at all.
It's really the back of a van parked outside the front door, isn't it? That's what it is.
That's not a cupboard. Oh man.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I mean, mine was obviously Hollow Knight Silksong, but like it had to be because it was
Also
the
a
year
good
before,
game.
and it was the
Also
year
good, yeah.
before. Of games that I'm confident are actually coming out in 2022, like it was Elden Ring, because it's fucking Elden
Yeah.
Ring, right? Like,
Yeah, that was on my list.
I feel like
Yeah,
I'm not being very
yeah.
original, but it's the game I'm really looking forward to playing.
After
Yeah.
seeing, like, having a little look around, obviously, because I'm probably like, lastminute.com for research and picking things. Yeah, after seeing the trailer for that, I was just like, yeah, that's going on my list.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
like it's one of those things. It's like From Software games, they get good
Yeah.
reviews,
Mm.
but I
Yeah,
love Bloodborne. I love Dark Souls 3, so I love Demon Souls. So it's just like, am I ready to lose myself in another From Software game? Yeah, fucking absolutely I am. Bring it on. I'll see you all in 2 weeks.
Literally, knees weak, mom spaghetti. Lose yourself in Elden Ring.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to tell her, Amy, get off the stream on a Saturday night. You know what night it is. You can continue Elden Ring, just get off the stream so I can stream Among Us.
Now!
Get off now. Amy. Alright.
It's not my sort of game that I would normally not the sort of game that I would normally play, but even I'm looking forward to that, and I'm like, I actually really want to play this.
That's wild. Like, that's how it gets you, though. Like,
Yeah.
you always see one. You always see a
Yeah.
From Software game and go, that's the one I want to play. I want to try this. Even though I don't like From Software games. And then if you're like me, you'll play it and you'll be like, wow, that's really hard. And then you won't play it again for 6 years. And then you will play it. And then 6 years later, you'll be like, this is one of my favorite games ever.
Yeah.
That was my journey with Bloodborne.
Yeah, I'm not going back to replay that.
Why did you buy that? Oh my god. I'll still never get over the fact that you bought that because I gave it a good review. Whilst also saying it's basically like Dark Souls. It's really
I've never
fucking
played
hard.
I've never played a Dark Souls, a Souls-like game.
You had now.
Yeah, I had. No, it's not for me. I
No.
played Dark Souls. It's not for me.
Yeah, I played Dark Souls for 30 days before I did any like streaming. I was sort of not making videos at that time, and long before Twitch. I played Dark Souls for 30 days. I played the Nintendo Switch version, which, to be fair, is a really solid port of Dark Souls, genuinely. Apart from like a couple of button issues, you just have to get used to before you could reconfigure them. And oof, I got to Quillag, like the fire spider lady, and I was just like, yep, nope, I'm done. Like, this is the last day I'll ever play this. I do not need. I would love to play any From Software game, and I understand part of the whole deal with them, and the big hardcore games. But like, just give me an easy mode, because the games look incredible. I love the lore. I love that, like, you know, the opening to Dark Souls, like that intro movie that they have is one of the most metal things I've ever seen. And I would have loved to have seen more of that, but it's like, you know what, maybe I should just like watch a playthrough of it and be done with it. But like, it would be fun to still play through it, given I really wish they were more accessible, but
they're not. They don't give a flying hoot about people who may have disadvantages or anything like that when it comes to the games or whatsoever. Like, people, when they hear people say ask for an easy mode, it's like, oh, just get good type of thing, and it's just like, go fuck yourself, basically. It's not about that. It's literally more than that. When I ask for an easy mode, it's literally like, I have slow hand-eye coordinations. Like, I'm very slow on that type of thing. Like, and that type of game will mutilate me because of it. Like, when a small game like Celeste can make you a game so accessible and make it enjoyable for you to play, and From Software games just refuse to do it, I just think it's an insult. Yes, I know all about the thing of let the developer do what the creator to do what they want and everything like that. I think, yeah, but I think you can still have your cake and eat it. I think you can balance. I think it's a balancing act, and I think developers in general need to come to this. Accessibility is not a detriment. It should be something that should be championed.
Basic.
Definitely.
Foundational.
Absolutely. And make it a choice, because then, you know, having an easy mode is a choice. You don't have to play on the easy mode. You can play whatever you want. But having that that option for those people who either struggle or don't want to, or just want to enjoy the lore, just want to enjoy the story, you know.
Well, I'm doing right now on Kena. I'm playing Kena right now. And I'm like, oh, story mode, awesome. Just give me that. Go around the world, pick up those cute, adorable things that just are too cute to freaking not. There's too many words. There's not enough words in the alphabet.
Yeah.
In the dictionary, should I say. But yeah, it's yeah, I'm playing it on story mode. I'm just like, I'm having a blast. It's not disrupting my enjoyment or anything like that. It's just like, yeah.
Yeah, of course not. And like that easy mode could end up being a gateway to playing on normal mode, like whatever the
thing is. That gateway will make From Software more money.
Yes.
That's the thing. It'll make them more money.
Yeah, because you'll have more people interested in playing the game, because it's not going to be, you know, gate locked behind a difficulty setting.
Mm.
All of this being said, I really want to play Bloodborne again now.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
I knew that was coming.
I'm just feeling that. Oh, like, just it's right there on my PS5. Never uninstalled it. Like,
Have we hit the 30-minute show?
God, Moody, you're just dying to get away from me, aren't you?
Yep.
I was just saying if he was going to answer that or not.
It's all up. It's all
Don't
up.
think I needed to.
Goes without saying, I hate you, Amy. I always have. I come on these podcasts to watch you suffer up close.
The Smeghead champ is so smug in his Smeghead, picks for this year. It's just like, I don't even need to dignify that with a response.
Yeah, we can get out of here now. But first, we've got a couple of people who can plug some stuff. So, Avril, why don't you plug where you do things?
I do things on twitch.tv/elfdaughter. Play games and do crafting.
Awesome. And Mr. Joe Medforce.
You heard the plugs. I already did it because Elf Daughter opened the floodgates. Had to be done. But Joe Medforce. The Medforce is a part-time stream working towards a full-time dream, bringing you ridiculous positive passion currently every week, at least once a week on twitch.tv/Joe Medforce. If you can't make it to the streams that you find out about at Joe Medforce on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, just hit that follow button. Doesn't cost you a thing and really helps me out as I work to build some stuff. This year, got a lot of cool stuff in the works, so genuinely you're going to want to be a part of it. If you love Nintendo, if you love Fall Guys, if you want to see, my reaction to Breath of the Wild sequel, the first footage we got, go to youtube.com/JoeMedForce. Please hit that subscribe button. I'm like 4 subscribers away from 400. We really want to build that up this year. But in the meantime, thank you so much for having me here, Amy, Daffyd, Elf, Keith, Russell. This has been way more fun than I would have ever expected based on the fact I barely knew how to fantasy Critic to start out with. In the meantime, may the Med Force be with you all.
I mean, the fun's only just started. Yeah, that's going to do it. I feel like there's 6 people here, Moody. Should we do something like really wild for like saying like, should we try like a Mexican wave? That wouldn't work because everybody's on different places on Discord.
What wildness are you going for?
I don't know. I just feel like
I'm not ready if you're thinking I'm ready.
There's 6 people here. Like, I could just go, I'll go say bye, and everybody goes bye. It's like, I mean, we could do that. That's fine. That's what we normally do. But
yeah,
I don't know. Like, this is never going to happen again.
That's true. Till we get him back next year.
To
see me be crowned 2-time champ.
To watch Russell be crowned champion somehow.
Who knows, right?
Who knows?
The crown will be mine.
I have all these clocks.
I know, right? And they're all just in hands reach. Like he just goes, "Oh, here's a lightsaber. Oh, here's a crown." I'm like, "Here's a cup. I have a cup."
Here's the ball.
Equipment.
Here's a remote for my light.
Okay, that I'm working on.
Who said that I'm dramatic or over the top or flamboyant? Who said it?
Yeah, that'll do actually for it. So that's going to do it for episode 288 of the Words About Games podcast. It's lovely to see everybody all in one Discord room. It's been an interesting experience for me. I've never done this big of a gathering before. And we're going to have fun playing Fantasy Critic for the rest of the year. Hell yeah. Say bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye.